Hi everyone, so small cap gems. The criteria is under 50 million market cap. Usually I'd consider anything below 100 mil a small cap, but I decided to go for higher risk, higher reward in this video. Am I saying buy now? No. Am I saying buy these at all? No. I'm simply bringing these to your attention whilst also dropping some tips throughout. I will discuss quickly what I like and don't like about the projects, and apologies if I rush through and speak too quickly. I'm conscious of time and don't want to waste yours. I'm not invested in all of these coins. There is a chance that some of these projects could drop to zero. This is crypto, we know this, but all it takes is one project to change your life. The coins selected span a variety of narratives including gaming, AI and more. This is not an in-depth into the coins. Some have already been covered on my channel in more detail, so please check those out if you're interested. Any further questions you have, drop it in the comments or in my Discord and I will get back to you. So what first, we got zkswap Finance, which is a DEX built on the ZK Sync Layer 2. Now, first I want to point out, I know a lot of people pronounce it zkswap or ZK Sync. I'm British, so unfortunately we say Z instead of Z. I'm normally a fan of the British language. This one I can't explain. I don't know why we say Z instead of Z. But yeah, zkswap Finance, the first swap to earn platform. Essentially, the way this works is it's a DEX that uses zero knowledge transactions and they reimburse your gas fees with the zephyr token. It's the first DEX to do this, so it's technically kind of meant to be a competitor to PancakeSwap, Uniswap, etc. But obviously with newer technology, better incentives and better tokenomics. If we go down the website, we can see some of the exchanges it's listed on. We've got Gate, MEXC, some of its features, obviously swap more, earn more, built to last, continuous buying back, real yields, novel incentive program and community first. They've got a whole bunch of products too. Obviously we've got the zkswap, zk aggregator, bridge, bubbles, lens, heat map, you know, loads of stuff here. And some stats, the $1.2 billion worth of trading volume so far, 174,000 holders of the token, which is absolutely insane. 5 million total transactions, 80 million token burn. Right now it's 400 million circulation and over 1 million users served. I'm going to read all of these out. I want to keep it quick fire, but yeah, some stats there as well. It's been fully audited too, top-notch security as we can see. It goes into more detail about the token and the swap to earn mechanism, but the general, like the very basics is literally that your gas fees are reimbursed to you in ZF. We've got a roadmap, we've got some key partners and listings too. The price of ZF or ZF, however you want to say it right now, is 5.2 cents, giving it a market cap of $22 million because the circulating supply right now is 422 million, as we already saw, out of a max supply of 1 billion. So looking at the all-time chart, we can see that it reached just above 8 cents a few months back and currently is down, I want to say 40%. Let's quickly check down here. Yeah, around 40% from its all-time high of around 9 cents. We've already mentioned some of the exchanges it's on. Gate, MEXC, and obviously its own exchange, zkswap or zkswap. I'm going to stop saying that. But yeah, in terms of technical chart analysis, we can see it's a very good buy price here, picking up at a 40% discount from its all-time high. Fundamentals are there. It's a DEX, it's a DeFi project. So yeah, just one to consider. I would consider this one undervalued at 22 million for what it does, being the first pay to swap DEX. And in terms of multiples, can it do a 10x? Absolutely. This can go into a couple $100 million in market cap in the peak of a bull. 100x, probably unlikely. I can't really see this being a multi-billion dollar project, but you know, strange things have happened in crypto. But for now, a 10x is definitely on the cards. So next up, we've got Badmad Robots or Metal. This is an individual game, kind of reminiscent of like an Overwatch and Fortnite merge. It reminds me of both of those games. But the beta isn't out yet, but there's plans for this to be a future esports contender. There's going to be, you know, future gaming tournaments with this involved, which is absolutely huge and bullish for this project. If we go down the websites, again, it's pretty straightforward. This one's pretty self-explanatory. These are like characters you can play as. The partners are very, very bullish. We've got Animoca Brands, we've got Merit Circle, Beam, Binance is involved as well. It's built on Polygon right now, but I believe there's plans to switch the token onto Solana as well, which is even more bullish. You know, we all know about Solana and what that's going to be doing in the future. But yeah, there's not really much to go into with this one. Thought I'd quickly show some gameplay so you can see how it reminds me of Fortnite and Overwatch a little bit. Very cartoony, it looks very fun to play. Unfortunately, I don't really have time for games much these days. But I can see this definitely getting adoption. It looks great. I'm very interested to see what the beta does when that's released in a couple months. And I wanted to point out that it is listed on Immutable's website under their game section, which is huge. And I believe it's also listed on Steam or has plans to be listed on Steam. The price today for Metal is 3.1 cents, giving it a market cap of $22 million. Currently, we've got about 800 million in circulation and a total supply of 2.7 billion. Someone mentioned to me there might be a burn mechanism built in, but I'm not sure how accurate that information is. But if we look at the all-time chart, I actually mentioned this on my channel around, I think, half a cent, so around this point here. It's on my channel. You can go back a few months. I go into it in more depth. But obviously since then we went absolutely skyrocketing above 10 cents, touching 12 cents pretty much. And now we're about 3. So down probably about 70-80% from its all-time high, 75% from its all-time high. Listed on a few good exchanges. You can get it on Uniswap. It's on the Matic chain as well, so you don't have to worry about fees too much. But in terms of multiples, it can 10x easily and get to 200 million, because in a bull run with gaming being so big, and if it's going to be used competitively, the demand for this token and the game in general is going to be, you know, absolutely huge. Can it 100x? Probably not, but strange things have happened in crypto. Like I remember to last cycle, we saw what Axie Infinity did, being a play to earn game. I can't see it doing that, but you know, a few 100 million from here is still a very, very good return. Moving on, we've got Zephyr protocol, or zeph. This is the untraceable over collateralized stablecoin protocol, and that is basically what it is. It is a stablecoin with a focus on privacy. I will leave this overlay up on screen, as I believe it does a very good job at quickly visualizing the difference between Zeph and other popular stablecoins. So you can see that it's private, decentralized, there's no base coin inflation. Their collateralization, they aim to have a minimum 400% in Zeph, which if we looked on their website, I believe is currently 800%, almost 900%. So that's the over collateralization part on it. Only inflationary pegs, and it's proven DJED or JED technology, which was actually used in Cardano or ADA's ecosystem, I believe. So that's a USP of Zeph in terms of its competitors, but there's obviously a massive asterisk in terms of its price, which I'll get into now. Very quickly, the maximum token supply of Zeph is around 19 million, which is expected to be reached after 20 years. So a long way to go. There's only a few million in circulation right now. We can see the emission compared with Bitcoin and Monero, which is a very similar project to Zeph. So the price of Zeph today is $7.20, giving it a market cap of around $28 million. And its circulating supply currently is just under 4 million at 3.8 million. So the chart doesn't actually make for good viewing. We can see that it was actually really low, sitting at only a few dollars, and it spiked all the way up to $50 only a few months back in November, which is, you know, insane. And then ever since then, we've just been on a very, very massive downward trend. It looked to seem like we were going to get a bit of a recovery back in March, but since then it's just, yeah, really, really poor viewing. We're down about 80%, I want to say 90%. Yeah, 86% from its all-time high, which isn't great. But I do want to say that the fundamentals of Zeph are very, very promising. It ticks a lot of boxes that the existing stablecoins in demand don't tick, whilst also improving on previous defects such as Luna stablecoin last cycle, which suffered a death spiral. I do like that this is a privacy DeFi project and it encrypts your transactions, there's low transaction fees, all of that. However, this is also a double-edged sword, as privacy can lead to a lot of regulation and can cause a bit of an issue, which might be what we're seeing with this negative price action. This one's very much a gamble on can it recover, because if it does recover, I can see this being a triple-digit coin easily, going well above a 10x from today's price. But yeah, this one's very, very risky. So yeah, do your own research. Moving on, we've got ordiswap, or ORDS. Now, I mentioned this a couple months back on my channel very briefly, and one of my gripes was their website, and unfortunately they haven't improved it. Like, I get the nostalgic look they're going for, but it's so hard to read. It's just not eye-catching at all. I really don't like this website. Yeah, it is what it is. To sum it up, ordiswap is a new DeFi protocol for Bitcoin, allowing trading and liquidity on its own network. It uses BRC20 token standard and ordinals to enable these trades without relying on complex smart contracts. This means transactions are secure and efficient, leveraging Bitcoin's existing strengths. Ordiswap allows users to trade Bitcoin and BRC20 tokens directly, eliminating the need for third parties and making it easier and safer to access liquidity. Essentially, it's bringing the innovative trading features of Ethereum onto the Bitcoin network. There's a lot of technical mumbo jumbo in there, but try and think of it as the Uniswap of BRC20. So the price of OR today is 9 cents, giving it a market cap of 23 million and a fully diluted market cap of 90 million. CoinMarketCap says there's a max supply of 1 billion and there's about a quarter of that in circulation right now. However, I don't know how accurate this is. But yeah, if we look at the all-time price chart, we can see that it's obviously a relatively new project launching at the start of this year, and this is the massive BRC20 run that I was talking about. And in this run, it reached up to about 26-27 cents. So we're down about 70% from that price point. So if you buy now and it reclaims its previous high, that is a quick 3x, which isn't too bad. But the exchanges on it's Uniswap, Gate, Mexi, BitGet, so a nice range of exchanges there, access to everyone. So can this do a 10x and get to $230 million? Well, if it's going to cement itself as a leading DeFi protocol on BRC20, absolutely. If it's going to be the number one there, then $100 million, a few $100 million in market cap is absolutely nothing. Can it get to $1 billion? This is where I have a few question marks, because I'm not too sure how many projects in the BRC20 narrative are going to be pushing past the billion mark. I want to say it's unlikely and not impossible, but a 10x is definitely on the cards here if it plays them right. So up next we've got MLT, which stands for Media Licensing Token, and in essence this wants to combine the metaverse, which we all know and love, with media. We can see here in their white paper, it says the MILC platform sees itself as a place where the global media and entertainment world can come together in the future, albeit its primary focus is on professional TV and film content. Other areas of global media industry will also be able to be integrated, e.g. the music and gaming industry. They go on to say that their vision is to enable users to do almost anything that they could do in a real city in their MILC metaverse. So we can see that this idea has been around since 2017 and they've been building regularly throughout the years, and we're kind of on the cusp of it being mature. We can see MILC metaverse maturity is aimed in 2024-2025. So over the next 12 months we can really see this kick on and launch, I guess. We go down, we can see their team fully doxed, massive team with a lot of media experience in Germany. They say here distinct expertise and feel for the market characterize the team, so they obviously know what they're doing and they're coming in with a lot of incumbent experience. Currently MLT is at a price of 10.5 cents, giving a market cap of only $13 million and a fully diluted market cap of 21 million. So their total supply is 200 million. We've got about 124 million of that in circulation right now. And if we look at the price, it was dormant for a while. I think this one was around in the last bull cycle. Yep, here we go. Around in the last bull cycle, went up to about, what are we saying, 70 cents? Yep. And then obviously went sideways for ages. Had this mini breakout recently, a few months back, went up to about 40 cents. And then again, since then, it's just completely gone downhill. And it's down, what, 70% again from its recent all-time highs, maybe more. So it's an interesting one because Metaverse was a hype last cycle. Everyone thought it was going to be the next biggest thing. We saw what Sand did. We saw what Decentraland did, amongst others. Obviously, Facebook rebranded to Meta as well in the stocks and shares world. My only gripe with this project is I'm not sure whether the Metaverse will be as big a narrative. I feel like AI is coming in, gaming, we've got real world assets. I feel like they're just stronger narratives. However, if Metaverse was to come around, because there's still going to be a place for it in the future, you know, Mark Zuckerberg and the like aren't just building something for nothing. Especially at this low market cap of $13 million, it might be worth a small part of your portfolio if you believe Metaverse is going to be big and want to stay away from the previous massive projects that we saw in the last cycle and maybe want to risk a little bit more for a bit more return. Speaking of real world assets, I thought we'd move on to Stobox or stbu, and this is a project I'm a massive fan of on a lot of reasons, but especially from a fundamental perspective. They label themselves as a top-tier turnkey tokenization provider. It's a bit of a mouthful, but essentially what this means is that their solution is ready to go to help you as a corporate, as retailers, whatever you are, to tokenize. So they offer the complete package in terms of tokenizing assets, including not only the technology needed to tokenize assets on the blockchain, but they also offer consultancy services to guide clients through the process, which, you know, this is merging a top real world regular company with crypto. So it's just, yeah, it's absolutely insane the way they present themselves. I mean, look at this website, so professional. You can go on and see exactly what they do, how they do it, partners, tokenomics, everything. And yeah, I just struggle to see how this is at the market cap that it's at. They offer many different services, including tokenization consulting, legal support, and digital assets consulting as well. They've got a plethora of products. They've got the DS dashboard, Soulbound ID, and DS swap. And their solutions are, you know, real estate. We can see financial services here, energy and natural resources as well. Look, I'm trying to keep it quick because I've already made a 25 minute video on Stobox, so please check that out. But if I wanted to talk about everything about this project, it could literally be 45 minutes or more. So I'll keep Stobox brief purely because I've mentioned it recently, but right now it's just about 13 cents in price, giving it a market cap of 13 million and a fully diluted market cap of 30 million as well. The max supply is 100 million and 98% is in circulation right now. Absolutely crazy tokenomics. Very good utility on the token as well. It's not there just for show. But we look at the all-time chart. I mentioned it in the previous video, but it was around in the previous bull cycle and it went on a massive dormant phase of under a cent, which is, you know, absolutely crazy. If you are buying here, I respect you so much for having the balls to do so. But recently got discovered with the RWA narrative being such a strong contender in the next few months and in the future anyway. But yeah, rose all the way up to about 10 cents, consolidated again, and then bang, burst all the way up to 25-30 cents. Currently sitting at around 50% down from its recent high at 13 cents. So very good exchange. We've got the Gate, we've got MEXC, got PancakeSwap as well, Uniswap. But yeah, I mean, fundamentally, this ticks almost every single box. And I know a lot of people aren't invested in RWA yet because they're not really sure what kind of projects to go for. If you want a high risk, high reward, I wouldn't even call this high risk. I struggle to see what's wrong with this project. And it just comes down to a simple question: is it undervalued? At $13 million in market cap, yes, this is severely undervalued. So can it 10x from this point? Absolutely, can get to 130 million. And I'll go as far as saying this could go up to 400-500 million. So this could even, 20-30x from this current position. Next up, we have a project called Neural AI, which combines gaming and AI. We can see here it says AI-powered 3D asset creation on BitTensor. Neural is an AI-based game asset generator building the 3D AI Tau BitTensor subnet. So this one's relatively straightforward. It's mainly aimed at game developers, and it uses AI to create in-game assets, images, objects, whatever you want. We can see here, this is a bit misleading. We've got NVIDIA and AMD. They aren't partners, but I believe they use similar technology. But yeah, essentially create 3D game assets in minutes. 3D generate game assets, instant integration directly in with the game engines, and you can earn rewards as well. I think there's also a GPU renting element to this project. But here's an example right here: create a slick bulletproof shoe for my cyberpunk game, and bang, it creates it for you. This is one immediately which I can see having massive demand from game developers, because it would save them so much time and money. So it says, yeah, compatible with leading modeling suites. I'm not really into art or design or whatever, so this doesn't really mean much to me. But in terms of the tokenomics, one thing to be aware of is that there was a pre-sale to KOLs, so it wasn't fair launched. But 10 million max supply is very scarce, and there's also a buy and sell tax right now of 4% to be aware of. So as we can see here very quickly on their white paper, there is a GPU rental part to this project. And also in their overview, they mentioned they want to become an official subnet for BitTensor, which for me is going to be the leading AI project in the future. So if they can manage to pull that off, the market cap that we're about to see now is absolute peanuts. So if we look at the price today of Neural, we can see it's about $1.95, giving it a market cap of $19.5 million fully diluted. So yeah, not too bad for a project combining gaming and AI. If we look at the all-time chart, it was very recently launched back in April, so about a month, 2 months old. Launched at around $1, fell to about 70 cents, maybe just below. And since then, it's been on a mini rally, I guess you could call it, but still a very small market cap. So is it listed? No, not listed on any exchanges, only on Uniswap currently. So still very early on this one, obviously very risky. But the demand is definitely there in terms of use case, combining gaming and AI, allowing you to generate 3D assets. Can it 10x and get to $200 million? Absolutely. All it takes is a couple partnerships here and there. And obviously more exchanges, making it more accessible. But with something with such a small token supply, as well, yeah, I can see this one potentially doing very well in the future. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I can make a top 10 video without including at least one meme. If you're new here, I absolutely hate memes. I get that they make a lot of money for people, and I'm very happy for those people, but for me, personally, I've had zero luck, and it's a concept I don't really understand, because that's all it is to me, luck. But yeah, it's Silly Dragon. So I've mentioned this a couple of times on the channel. It's just a dragon, which is silly. It's on Solana. There's not really much analysis going on here. The reason it's been created is because the co-founder of Solana once went on stage in a dragon costume. Yeah, I know, I can't believe I'm even saying this out loud. But he went on stage in a dragon costume. So obviously at some point in the future, should he decide to shout this project out or whatever, it could obviously run quite a bit. It's on Radium, it's on Jupiter. It's actually on quite a decent amount of central exchanges as well. We can see KuCoin, Bybit, BitGet, quite a few here, so it's definitely accessible. 1 billion tokens in supply. There's a burn mechanism implemented, not that it really means much in a meme project, but there's an NFT element too. And obviously if we go on Twitter, we can see 30,000 followers. Yeah, guys, look, it's a meme. All right, there's not much there. I can't even believe I'm really including this, but yeah. The price today of Silly Dragon is 2 cents, giving it a market cap of 20 million. So obviously there's a lot lower market cap memes out there. There's so many. I believe I saw something which said there was over 1 million meme coins created on Solana in April alone, which on one hand seems excessive, but on the other hand, with the amount of memes that I saw coming out, I was like, it's a never-ending supply. But this one's been around a while. I believe it was the end of last year. So yeah, December time, reached highs of about 14 cents, maybe just above 14 cents, chilling now at 2 cents, about a 7x to reclaim its previous high, which obviously isn't a bad return at all. And that would only give it a market cap of 140 million, which for a meme is, yeah, nothing. We don't need to talk about memes. We know they're worth somehow tens and tens of billions. Probably be one that reaches 100 billion this cycle somehow. But yeah, not much analysis here, guys. This is probably the riskiest of all projects. So yeah, do your own research. Up next, we've got, I think it's Domani, or is it Domani? I think it's Domani. So up next, we've got Domani. This is a project which I was planning on dedicating a whole video to, but it's been getting a lot of attention lately, so I thought I'd just throw it in this one. But in essence, this is a DeFi and RWA project which allows users to create, trade, and provide liquidity for tokenized portfolios. Its simplicity lowers the barriers to entry, allowing access to all. It uses no oracles in order to prevent potential price manipulation. It's non-custodial as well, so yeah, it's got a lot of features which it would take a long time for me to list through them all. But it offers a secure, flexible, user-friendly way to manage digital assets, removing the need for any intermediaries, and providing various ways to earn and manage investments efficiently. So it fits the relevant narrative of being an RWA project, and it's got very decent tokenomics, 100 million max supply, 87 million in circulation right now, giving it a market cap of $20 million. So it operates on 3 chains at the moment. We've got Ethereum, AVAX, and ZK Sync. You know, we're not going over that again. But also over 250 assets for you to tokenize and build your portfolio. So not bad. We've got a fully doxed team, and judging by these names, I want to say it's an Italian project. I might have seen that somewhere as well. But you know, got Fabrizio, Federico, Nicola, Mario. Yeah, I'm going to assume this is an Italian project. But a fully doxed team, which is obviously very good. So the reason that this project has been getting a lot of attention lately is because they announced a partnership with Deutsche Bank, which is absolutely crazy. Also integrated with ZK Sync or ZK Sync. Oh, I need to stop doing that, which you've already seen. But Deutsche Bank as a partner for your project in RWA it's a statement. Also the Monetary Authority of Singapore as well. I'm not sure, I don't know too much about them, but yeah, Deutsche Bank is massive. So the recent price action of domani has been pretty crazy. So we can see it's gone up 25% in a day. I'm not saying buy now, by the way. I always say don't chase green candles, don't get FOMO, but it's just one to monitor. But yeah, 26 cents, give it a market cap of around $23 million. We've already seen the tokenomics, but yeah, in the last week it's gone up, 50%. Look at that, 57%. That's as a result of that partnership, I believe. But yeah, again, if you're lacking an RWA project, this one was around in the last cycle. But if you're lacking an RWA project, this is one to look into alongside stbu and also Rio, but that's not a small cap. But yeah, on Mexi, on Uniswap, not really listed on too many exchanges at the moment. So I guess you could say relatively going under the radar, but yeah, that partnership should push it out for more people to see. So the final coin in today's video is going to be another gaming coin called Creo, and it's the next level Web3 gaming ecosystem. We connect gamers, developers in a one-size-fits-all Web3 gaming hub. So I've mentioned this one on my channel already multiple times. It's kind of like just anything you want in gaming. It's got individual games, it's a platform, it's play to earn, it's got NFTs, it's suitable for developers, gamers, everything. So, and for the price and market cap it's at right now, it's severely undervalued. Multiple partners, it's on good exchanges, and also I believe it's won multiple awards in Malaysia because it's a Malaysian or Indonesian company. I don't want to get that one wrong, but Southeast Asian, and it's won multiple awards there as well. So yeah, looking very providential for the future. Just a very quick look at their Creo Play platform, which I think is kind of like Steam, but we've got individual games here which you can play. Some are probably play to earn, some probably aren't, but also I saw that they have plans to be integrated into esports in the future, professional tournaments. Their tokens got interesting use cases as well as like rewards or exchanging items. So yes, it's a gaming project which I just believe is undervalued at its current price. Its current price being 9 cents, giving it a market cap of 26 million, fully diluted of 92 million. However, their max supply is $1 billion, but they mentioned that they're going to include some kind of burn mechanism. They want to get it down to, I think, 500 million, they said, 600 million. So the fully diluted market cap, we can't really look at that right now. But yeah, $26 million for a Web3 gaming hub. You know, if it gets more and more adoption, this could 10x easily, quite easily. But yeah, it's on Mexi, it's on Gate, PancakeSwap, BitGet, so decent exchanges, obviously no tier ones just yet. But we look at the all-time price chart, it was sleeping for ages. This wasn't around in the previous cycle either, it's a new one. Sleeping for ages, and then went to about, 18 cents, and since then it's about 50% down, so 2x to its recent all-time high. Not a bad price entry for the project. Fundamentally, it's very, very sound. So yeah, $26 million for something like this. If you're lacking a gaming token, you don't want to pick an individual game, you want to go more into like an ecosystem or a platform or anything like that, I'd say take a look at Creo. But yeah guys, that's the video wrapped up. I wanted to get this one done quickly because talking about 10 coins in detail would be so long, probably like an hour long. But I wanted to rush through. It's not meant to be in depth, it's just meant to bring these projects to your attention. Like I said, I've already mentioned these on my channel already and also in my Discord, so you can jump in, search the coin, see what I've said about it, see what others have said about it. But yeah, by no means am I saying all of these are going to do well. It's probably impossible to pick 10 coins that will 10x like that. But some of these do have a very, very strong chance on a fundamental basis and also at an entry price that they are right now to do very well. So obviously do your own research, do diligence as always. Ask me any questions in the comments in the Discord. Thank you guys for the support you've been showing me. Testing this kind of video out, normally I do in depth, but I want to see if how you guys prefer this method compared to others. But yeah, if you enjoyed, please leave a like, let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you.